This is a patient with keratoconus who's had intacs put in, and we're designing a semiscleral lens. And the lens looks like it's aligning with the cornea too much, so we don't have enough vault. So, 13.8 diameter, I calibrated this cornea at about 11.4, and I would probably go a little bit bigger. I like for scleral lenses, I like to go non-Ortho-K lenses. I like to go about 3 millimeters larger than HVID. This lens is aligning on the cornea right at about 7.5 millimeters. So that's why you're not seeing a whole lot of vault on the OCTs. The maximum vault we're getting is 52 microns, and so this lens is laying mostly on the cornea and not on the sclera. So as far as a starting lens, so I let Wave run through a new lens. I did have the computer average the astigmatism, just like you did, and I'm gonna go all the way out to a 14.4 on diameter. There are a few different design philosophies with regard to semi-sclerals, and this is just the one that I use, not necessarily because it's the best one, but just the one that I do use. Um, and then I normally land the lens at HVID, or the not land the lens, but put the blue dot at HVID, which was 11.4. And the pink dot naturally falls in between, which would be 12.9, which I think make a mild adjustment there. Sorry for the inconsistency. I don't have a regular mouse today. Then I think I'll drop the base curve. Yeah, about right where Wave put it. Okay, next step is to give ourselves a lot of room. We're going to go to 8x, and we're going to vault the lens starting from the pink dot here. We've got lots of clearance there, and then I'll go to the back surface and start bringing the edge angle up. Okay, back to the front, where we've got too little clearance now. So we just kind of seesaw back and forth. And we'll try to land this at an edge angle of 40 for now. Okay, let's see where our central clearance is. 260 I think is pretty reasonable. If the lens settles about 100 microns, then we should be left with about 160 microns of clearance over the apex of the cone there. And so this lens should look like it vaults much more. We can change our center thickness and edge thickness to match. You had an over refraction at first. Because this lens landed so much on the cornea, I did not put the over refraction in here yet. You probably will need one, but I don't know that it'll match up very well with what the over refraction was measured on this lens. But this is more the profile that we expect to see for a non-Ortho-K semiscleral lens. This is kind of what we expect to see for an Ortho-K lens. The Ortho-K lenses, we do want them to land on the cornea, obviously, because we need seal off for fluid forces to work. But when we're vaulting the cornea entirely for keratoconics or post-graft patients, this is what the profile should look like. May even want to vault a little bit more just to make sure we're not going to start touching down on the cone there. And so generally we increase vault, or I increase vault with this type of design here at the pink dot by clicking down, and then you balance out the edge angle by dragging the black dot up. You can also increase vault by clicking down on the blue dot. You can see the line moving. And sometimes I'll do that if the very lip of the lens looks like it's not going to work very well. But most of the time it's here from the pink dot, and then moderated by changing the black dot for the edge angle. So hopefully that's helpful. It's this is almost kind of a start from scratch again for this patient, but I think in the long run this is going to work better if we have a whole lot of bearing on the cornea where the cone is, or where the intacts were implanted. May not be a very, very comfortable lens or for the patient in the long run. So hopefully this helps. Best of luck. Thanks for watching.